All right, today we're going to dive into something that's a real game changer for English teachers all over the world, the Cambridge Teaching Knowledge Test, or as you'll hear it called, the TKT. And trust me, this is not just another certificate to hang on the wall. It's a foundational tool for absolute excellence.
And this explainer is specifically for all of you, the dedicated educators right here at Rhill English Institute. You know, we all share this mission for excellence, and the TKT is such a powerful step on that journey. It's all about helping us build the strongest possible foundation for our teaching.
So, here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll break down what the TKT actually is. Then, we'll take a look inside the specific modules. After that, we'll talk about what this means for your professional growth. And finally, we'll tie it all back to our big vision for us here at Rhill.
Okay, so first things first, what exactly is the TKT? Let's get right into it.
So, the TKT is the real deal. It's an official qualification from Cambridge, and you know that's one of the most respected names in English language assessment on the planet. Its whole purpose is to test your knowledge in the key areas of teaching English, giving you a formal, recognized credential that really means something.
And you know what makes the TTT so great is that it's designed for everybody. Whether you're a brand new teacher or you've been in the classroom for years, there are no strict entry requirements. But here's the most important thing I want you to hear. This is not about judging your performance in the classroom. It's all about strengthening the knowledge behind what you do every day.
The TKT is built around these three core modules. You can kind of think of them as the three pillars of teaching knowledge. First, understanding the language itself. Second, knowing how to plan amazing lessons. And third, mastering the art of managing everything that happens in the classroom.
So, let's take a closer look inside these modules. How do we actually get from the theory to the practice?
Module 1 is all about the building blocks of English. It gives you that precise, professional vocab to talk about things like grammar, Lexis, which is just a fancy word for vocabulary, and phonology, you know, the sound system. It's the difference between saying, oh, that's a doing word, and confidently identifying it as a transitive verb. This is the language of our profession.
Module 2 then shifts from what we're teaching to how we prepare to teach it. This is really the architecture of a great lesson. It covers the whole shebang, from setting clear goals for a lesson to putting activities in an order that makes sense and picking the absolute best resources to help your students really get it.
And finally, Module 3 takes us right into the action of a live classroom. You know, how do we manage group work effectively? What are the different hats a teacher wears? Are we a facilitator, an assessor, a motivator? And, this is a big one, how do we give feedback and correction that actually helps students learn instead of making them feel bad? This module is all about guiding that learning process in real time.
Okay, so that all sounds pretty good in theory, right? But what does this stuff actually look like on the test? Let's check out a real, practical example from Module 1.
Okay, look at this. This is a perfect example of the kind of depth the TKT gives you. It's not enough to just know that she is a pronoun. It's about being able to identify it more specifically as a subject pronoun. It's not just about knowing always as an adverb. It's about knowing it's an adverb of frequency. See? It's that professional clarity that really sets great teachers apart.
So, we've seen what the TKT is, and we've looked at what it covers. But now for the most important question of all. Why does any of this matter for you as a teacher?
Well, it really boils down to three powerful benefits. First, you get that specific professional language we've been talking about. Second, just the process of preparing for the test makes you stop and think about your own teaching, to analyze and improve what you do. And third, you earn a qualification that is recognized and respected all over the world. That's huge.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. This is what teachers who've done it say. One teacher said they gained practical knowledge and, just as important, it improved their confidence. And that confidence is absolutely key. It comes from knowing that your work is built on a solid, proven foundation.
At the end of the day, this certification is so much more than a piece of paper. It connects you to a global standard of excellence. It builds that critical confidence in the classroom, and it can actually unlock pathways to even more advanced qualifications like the CELTA or Delta. It's a true catalyst for your entire career.
Now, let's zoom out for a minute and see how this all fits together. Because this isn't just about individual growth. It's about our collective mission here at Rhill. We see this TKT training as a shared commitment. It's a statement that we're all making together, that we are dedicated to becoming leaders in English education, united by a common language and a real drive for excellence.
Let me be perfectly clear.
You are all already passionate, dedicated, and skilled educators. That's our starting point. The TKT doesn't replace that, it enhances it. It transforms us from a group of great individuals into a truly unified team with a shared professional language, advanced skills, and the international recognition to prove it.
This is our ultimate goal. By mastering this framework together, we will establish Rhill English Institute as the leading center for English education right here in our community of San Pedro de Macorís.
You know, this is about legacy. We're not just teaching students, we are building the next generation of English educators. Teachers who are not only passionate, but also expertly prepared and connected to a global standard of excellence.
So the real question is, are you ready to join this journey? Are you ready to build the future of English education in San Pedro de Macorís with us? Let's do this. Let's embrace this opportunity to learn together, to grow as professionals, and to teach with a powerful, renewed sense of shared purpose.